Today I wanted to talk about letting yourself be misunderstood. Gosh, this has been a really, really difficult thing for me to have to come to terms with. Growing up, I was a massive people pleaser. I was the one in the classroom that everyone loved and got along with. And ironically, I've turned into the person that a lot of people despise, purely because I'm authentically myself. And I've been through some really horrific things in life, which most people probably wouldn't survive, to be honest. Yet I'm still here standing today, wanting to encourage you on your journey, even the people that screwed me over. I truly just want the best for everybody. Even if people don't understand why I'm a menace and the devil and all sorts, that is not my place anymore to explain. You'll figure it out in the right timing or you won't. And your perception of me will be what it is. I think it's so important in life to learn to allow yourself to be misunderstood. Often people who go through really brutal things in life, who end up in psychiatric wards, prisons, or just, get so misjudged and mistreated, are just ostracized from society. And people put them as like an outsider or think they're crazy, weird, psycho, untrustworthy, unsafe. And it's really awful for the person on the receiving end of it, because it just makes you feel even more like you can't reintegrate into society, you don't belong in society, you're socially not accepted. Sometimes obviously can affect your employment opportunities. So in my case, my 3 psychotic episodes that I've had since 2023 were all stress induced, and because of that, they have given me the diagnosis of bipolar 1 with features of psychosis. And whilst I accept the diagnosis because, I'm part of the Western society medical system and I'm abiding by the rules of taking medication and doing all the things you need to be doing, the protocols, I think ultimately for me, what actually feels true to me is actually just identifying as a highly sensitive person and someone who's deeply spiritually in tune. I'm pretty sure if I was to go and live with shamans or somewhere that is, with like a native tribe, they would not give me any sort of foreign label that suggested that I have a disorder or there's something abnormally wrong with me. I mean, maybe abnormally wrong in a kind way, where I have certain gifts. And it would be really wonderful if the world could move towards actually accepting and celebrating people who are different. I feel like sometimes people who have these neurodivergent brains or brains that are considered outside the norm get really stigmatized, whether it's autism, ADHD, psychotic episodes, so like bipolar 1, bipolar 2, schizophrenia, BPD, like all the different categories there are. I feel like as soon as someone knows that someone has that label, it's almost like an instant undercurrent of judgment, because it's like, oh, they're unstable or they've got issues. And it's just like, just because someone's brain works differently to yours, it just means that they're different to you. It doesn't mean that they're broken or they're unworthy or they are inferior to you. It just means that they interpret the world differently, they process things differently, they might just be different to you. I know some really wonderful humans who are very, very intelligent, who are creatively minded and just bring such a zest for life and different perspective to life. And I think we should celebrate those people more, not sort of put them down. So that's been a big thing that I've had to work through over the years, because I sort of was always resistant to the diagnosis of bipolar, because I was like, I just don't think that's what I have. Like, just because someone experiences psychosis or they go through something that deeply affects their brain doesn't mean it's like a lifelong condition. But, I think that's just up for debate. And I think psychiatrists are very quick to throw labels and diagnosis at you without thoroughly monitoring you for years or understanding your brain, or at least in Australia, not even doing brain scans, which I honestly feel like should be compulsory. I know in America they do have that, but unfortunately I don't live there, so I haven't had that opportunity to do that yet. yeah, I guess the other part of being misunderstood is it often can make you feel quite lonely, like you maybe don't belong here, or like why would you want to be here if people don't accept you, or people are always judging you. And that for me has led to a lot of feelings of loneliness, suicidal ideation, really heavy moments in life. And so I guess if there's anyone out there watching this who truly doesn't feel like they belong on this planet, or feels like they are super stigmatized as well with neurodivergency, or maybe they've experienced psychosis themselves, they've been in prison, they've done whatever you've done in life that you just feel completely judged for, completely misunderstood, and just, yeah, if it just makes you feel shit, doesn't it? Just want you to know that there's someone else out there who has experienced firsthand what's that is like. And I just send you so much love and so much compassion, because it is a really rough road to walk. But I do believe that when we go through these like catastrophic events, or have to become this new version of ourselves that truly accepts ourselves exactly as we are, is not reliant on other people to give us validation or a level of acceptance, because it's all from within. Once you get to that place, I feel like you're kind of emanating a new frequency. And in that's actually a blessing, because then you can start attracting in people who are on the same wavelength as you, who are on the same frequency, who will celebrate your uniqueness, who will celebrate how different you are, and will be absolutely stoked to be in your energy. And that's something I have to remind myself of, because I often, especially recently, feel like I kind of get dragged back into my past because I'm like pissed off or angry about it, and then I'm still processing it, and I'm like, okay, no, we're just focusing moving forward, like just move forward, leave everyone behind, like they can all go and deal with their own stuff. But yeah, I think there's a part of me that's always like trying to reconcile like what happened in the past, and am I over it, and then am I pissed off at that person still, and it's just this kind of this seesaw that happens internally for me. But I feel like finally I'm just becoming more certain in the path that I'm on and where I'm going, and I know I'm going to have a huge impact in the world, just because of the nature of what I've been through. I can just feel in my heart that I have a lot of love to share. I have a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy, because of my lived experience, and I'm just excited to see what unfolds. I'm just trusting the universe, trusting God that yeah, I'm divinely protected, I'm divinely guided, and I know I'm going to meet so many incredible humans who I can collaborate with moving forward. And I hope to just inspire people to not give up, and just have hope and have faith that you can go through the most awfulest things in life, but you can come out the other side. You don't have to stay in this sense of like a victimhood or just super deep depression. Like, I understand that's really hard to get out of, but even if this video can just give you like a glimmer of hope that doesn't have to be your forever reality. You can take tiny baby incremental steps to move out of that state. Life can be beautiful, it can be joyful. And I truly believe the people who have experienced the like lowest lows of low, they can experience the highest highs of high. So, you know, sometimes people think I'm just manic or I'm in a psychotic episode, and I'm like, no, I'm just like truly in ecstasy, like going to the beach and like having a chai and feeling the sun on my skin. It feels ecstatic for me. Whereas before, when I was so depressed, I couldn't feel anything. I was just like, I hate this, hate my life, hate everything. So I think because I've had that split of emotions, it's like I can actually appreciate the highs so much. Like, I'll cry watching a sunset because I'm so grateful, because I actually truly know what the lowest of lows feels like. So yeah, if there's any other people out there who are diagnosed bipolar or super sensitive or spiritually gifted, yeah, I see you, and I think that your emotional sensitivity is actually a superpower, and you should lean into it more, but also be mindful to protect your energy, to not take on everyone else's stuff, and yeah, to stay grounded, because it can be hard to not constantly be transmuting what's around you and taking on people's stuff and then feeling completely exhausted, which is something I'm still learning to navigate. I just feel like I get so tired and I'm having to like lie on the beach and just like re-energize. But you know, we're all a work in progress. So yeah, have a beautiful day, everyone.